Hey guys, what's up? What's poppin', my dudes? Sorry, I'm not really updated with the latest slang. I've been separated from humanity for a bit. Anyways, I was invited by my good friend Angela to tell you a little about my story. So, my name is Markwani. I'm an astronaut, or at least I used to be. I'm never doing that again. I'll tell you why. To start, I don't really understand why I'm explaining my whole situation to you guys, considering I'm kind of famous. I've been all over the media for a few months, and apparently some guy wrote a novel about me. I think it was Andy Weir? Yeah, that was him. The book's called The Martian, but for those of you who've been living under a rock, I can relate. I was also isolated and lonely for a very long period of time. Let me set the scene for you. The year is 2035. I'm part of the crew for NASA's Ares 3 mission to Mars. We're supposed to stay for a month, but 6 days in, a huge, and I mean gigantic dust storm comes waltzing in like it owns the place. Rude, huh? This thing is threatening to knock over our Mars Ascent Vehicle, or MAV, which we're gonna need to leave the planet, right? So while I'm running for my life, an antenna breaks loose and impales me, simultaneously breaking my communications radio. Since the wind has blown me out of sight and I can't talk to anyone, my crew leaves without me, presuming that I'm dead. False. This is where I encounter the issue that has made me famous and is the subject of this very video. I'm stranded on Mars. As a botanist and engineer, I'm able to grow potatoes to eat and restore old rovers so that I can sustain myself and travel 2,000 miles to the Schiaparelli crater, where I can use the MAV for NASA's next Mars mission to leave the planet. However, there's another problem. NASA doesn't know I'm alive. It takes months for them to finally discover my situation, and they have to figure out how they're going to collect me from Mars or face an uproar from the entire population of the world. Basically, NASA wants to do whatever they can to save as many people as possible. So when this guy called Rich Purnell, the literal reason why I'm still alive right now, suggests that my crew does a slingshot trajectory around Earth using the pull of its gravity to return to Mars for me, NASA rejects it. Thank goodness the Ares 3 director, Mitch Henderson, leaks the details of the Rich Purnell maneuver to my crew, and they face a dilemma about whether to risk their lives for mine. Eventually, they decide I'm worth it, and voila, I live to see another day. So, let's discuss. What was the background of my situation, the social milieu that led to my rescue? First off, the greatest good and worst crime. When my crew was deciding whether to risk themselves for little old me, Commander Lewis said, "I'd sure as hell like to, but this isn't a normal decision. This is something NASA expressly rejected. We're talking about mutiny." Now, this quote revealed a lot. In my social milieu, the greatest good was to do everything possible to help those in danger, which, in this case, was me. On the flip side, the worst crime was to disobey NASA, the big boss. My crew faced this issue and with the goodness of their hearts decided to commit the worst crime to achieve the greatest good, and I think that says a lot about their characters. The Ares 3 crew was made up of saints, I have to say. Another social milieu I'd like to expand on is how much individuals can control their destinies.